Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
I'm appalled at what you said on that pod thing. It's disgusting.
This is the After the Show podcast. It's where we get honest and real with yo ass. So sit back, relax, have a blast, cause it's time for the After the Show podcast.
Yeah, it is.
Suck it.
That's right.
Suck it slowly.
Okay. Jenny's got new life.
Yeah, she does.
It's the Kahlua.
We call that the
is.
Kahlua buzz.
Okay.
It makes
it's
all
kicked in, huh?
It makes it all so much better.
Yeah, that's it.
I
Whatever
feel bad.
gets you through, right?
I can't get involved. I got bullshit responsibilities I got to do today.
Yeah.
You gotta go pick up somebody from the doctor's office. That's BS.
I got all kinds of shit. I got adult stuff.
Oh, man.
I know.
What fun is that,
It's
huh?
not, but right around 2p,
Yeah.
the wolf. That wolf come out.
Go come out. Okay.
What's the end of the year?
Yeah.
We should blow it out tomorrow. No.
Oh, yeah. I think we definitely are.
Yeah,
Yeah. We'll have some fun.
definitely.
Virginia, you going to bring another bottle of Kahlua in here?
I think I have to because I drank this one in its entirety.
And just this week, huh?
Yeah.
Does Kahlua it gives you a buzz?
It does.
Huh.
Absolutely.
Doesn't work on you, Bird?
You know, to be quite honest with you, Kev, I'm so bad when it comes to all this shit. I didn't even know if Kahlua had alcohol in it. I thought it was something you put in an alcoholic drink.
I drank 12 ounces of it, so yeah.
Now you're bragging, and I love that.
Yeah. I got some comments here from some things we didn't get to on the regular show today. We're talking about a ball lift.
Yes. Is this a real thing? Can you have the testicular skin?
Yes, it's a real thing, but is it prevalent? Is it a
Yeah.
prevalent problem where guys want to get it?
Well, this text that had come in said maybe you don't need to do that because my husband, who's in his late 40s, had a reverse vasectomy last year. At first, those puppies were so high up in his body, he looked at me with these big glassy eyes and said, "My balls are gone. They're up here." And he pointed to the area right below his hip. I didn't feel bad for him, but my lip was quivering as I tried to hold in a good laugh. It definitely looks like he had a ball lift and took some time for them to start drooping again. Took at least 20 years off his balls.
And the weird thing, too, that you don't understand, obviously, you don't have testicles. There are times where, mine included, my balls will be so high and tight to the point where a lot of it's your chemistry, what's going on with your body, too. Sometimes it's the weather. Your balls can lower down. But there are times where the environment will make your balls very high and tight like a fade.
If you're scared, do your balls go in your butt area?
It's never that they go in when I'm scared, although I can feel a sensation in my ball/butthole area if there's a, I don't know, if I feel like I'm about to get attacked or something.
Imminent danger?
Yes, like an animal instinct.
Your balls retreat.
Yeah.
Fight or flight?
If someone's coming at me with a knife.
So your balls are pussies.
No, I think my balls are my fucking toggle switch going, Bird, you're in danger, get out, abort. No, my balls are
So fight or flight, your balls
You have
flight.
warning balls?
my balls are my sensors, man.
Wow.
Huh.
How about that, huh? He has warning balls, Virginia.
Balls are very weird.
They are.
They are probably the weirdest body part of any human.
It's an odd-looking appendage.
It is.
That's true. And oddly enough, it's not typically one that's attractive. It's not an attractive thing.
No, but I mean, it is awesome.
I'll
to have
never
it-
forget the first time I saw old balls was at the swimming pool,
Yeah.
and this guy was sitting on the edge, and he had one foot in the pool and one foot jacked up on the side of the pool, and his old balls were peeking out of his swimsuit, and I was like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, I think
It's repulsive.
I think it was 18 years of age. There was a gym right by my house in Palm
I was
Beach
like
Gardens. 14.
14.
It was called Staying Alive Gym. If you lived in Palm Beach Gardens, you might
I
know
know
what I'm
the name,
talking
yeah.
about. Yeah.
Mhm.
And I went in the locker room, same kind of a thing. I was young, I was dumb, didn't know. Walked right basically into Old Ball Central. There was these 3 dudes that always worked out together.
Old Ball Village?
They just love to just have their nuts out. Talking for 20 minutes, towel on their neck.
Yeah.
Like, dude, just put it over your dick.
Old
Take it
white
off
pubes.
Yo, my.
Low-hanging balls.
They did not believe in Ideal Image.
Yeah.
They were all about just letting it fucking grow, and it was gross. It was very public and very pubic.
Yeah, they
public
don't
and
care.
pubic.
I don't know what age that happens or why that happens, but old people do not care.
Yeah.
Old dudes especially don't care about parading around naked.
Well, they love to let their balls and dick hang out as they have their towel and clothes on the side, ready to be put on over their
You have
private.
something to cover
use
yourself.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got something to use right there, but you choose not to.
I think it's a power move going, hey, young buck, fuck you. I earned the right to be in this gym with my balls hanging out.
I think what it is, and I get it, and maybe this is, I'll be the same way when I get older. You do that, you can freak the hell out of younger dudes who see that and be like, oh my gosh, are my privates going to look like that when I get older?
Yeah, and they are.
It stays in your head and it freaks you out. And that whole time you're riding with like, oh man, I hope that I don't ever have the nether region of that old dude I see at the gym. And you know that it will happen. I think that's why they show it, because it's their only power they have over young people to say, one day you'll have my balls.
Yeah, no, it
or not.
It's a power move.
This is what you have to look forward to, dude. And that's the way it ends up.
To bring it back to the witch, balls are very odd.
They're weird, man. Mm-hmm. If you can, at all costs, especially if they're old, keep them hidden from people because it is very jarring.
But let's
to
not
see old balls when you don't understand what they are.
let's not go ahead and let the clit off the hook, because the clit's an odd thing too.
Hook the clit.
I'm just saying, let's not give that a pass. That's an odd little
It is
phenomenon.
But it's way less
It
obtrusive
is.
than the testicles.
Gee, I'm just trying to keep this 50-50, they say.
The clit's no picnic.
Oh, it's a mystery. It's
clit neck?
It's a weird
clit neck. Oh, man. Oh, my gosh. That is one basket I would like to get into.
Open that up. It's got an interesting scent.
A clit neck sounds like great fun.
You love a picnic and you love a clit. Put them both together.
Yeah, that's what you get.
It's a home run, Kevin.
That's right. And I have to bring a basket. This text said when my husband went in for a vasectomy, his doctor actually informed him that he could get a sack lift. He didn't even ask, but the doctor noticed his extra long balls.
Wow.
Yeah, they were so long he would sometimes sit on his own nuts getting into my sports car.
I've heard that.
Yeah.
And the doctor was trying to do him a solid.
Yeah.
So did he do it?
She doesn't say. It's just a text. I don't know.
It's like a Netflix special. You gotta wait for that sequel, dog.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
I feel like if the doctor says something about the length of your balls and he sees balls all day, maybe you should take his professional opinion into account.
She got a great point. I'm not at all insecure about my balls, but if I was at a doctor's office and he or she goes, Jason, I do want to talk to you about your testicles. They are a little, I'd have to really seriously listen to that.
Well, maybe he's just looking out for you, knowing like safety. He doesn't want you to accidentally sit on them and hurt yourself.
I would just think he's probably trying to get a extra fee out of me.
You sound like a lot of people I know. It's so funny. And you're right, because it's happened to me. It's why I left my one dentist and went to the new dentist that I love.
Because he tried to touch your balls?
No, they just try to upsell you on shit you know you don't need, and they act like you do need it, and they're not even good with the lying about it. They're not even trying to even fake it anymore. You know they're selling you bullshit.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah, it would have to be, I'd have several questions, probably in this order. One, how painful is it? Like, what are we talking about? Because it sounds like removing skin and incisions and all that kind of stuff, and I don't need to do with a scalpel down there. So that was my number one question. 2 is cost. And then 3, what it would look like afterwards. And how many people are really seeing my balls and caring? I just can't imagine that it would have to be such an easy procedure that doesn't hurt, that's not costly, and it makes a magical difference with my testicles.
It's odd too, the things that people are insecure about. I know a lot of people are insecure about their feet or their ass, and those are 2 things I struggle with. I do not, and I could give a fuck about that, balls included. These are just things that are, all right, you can't do much about it.
So if you Google testicle lift before and after pictures, It's a real thing, and you can see the difference.
I don't think anyone's denying it's a real thing. And no, I'm not looking at this picture. Although I got up like I was going to.
You did look over here.
It's too real.
How low do they have to go before you are entertaining a procedure?
Great question.
They would have, okay, if I was constantly sitting on my balls, if it was painful, if they were always legit in the way, then we have to talk to a doctor possibly.
Yeah.
I know you think I got long balls, Virginia, but let me tell you something. There are people out there who've got an obscene. Is it called elephantitis?
I think that is a
But
thing.
that's an enlarged. Your nuts are big. This is
Sack.
more.
We're talking
yeah,
sack. I
this
got
is
you.
mainly
I
that.
apologize.
Skin.
I apologize for derailing.
I just like that we've gone here.
I think mine would have to go a quarter of the way down. At
Okay.
a quarter of the way, I would say
Quarter way down to your.
to my knee from where they hang, where they start.
Wow, I mean that's a really long ball right there.
That's how far it would have to get before
Yeah,
I
I'm
would
with
say
Kevin.
I need to get a procedure. I need to pay for something.
Like
I
two
need to go through the
lemons.
pain.
Two
Yeah.
lemons in a tube sock.
Yeah.
And you hope you get with somebody who's got a ball fetish. You hope. That's-
Eric said if the day mine hit the water, I'm calling a doctor.
I know a guy whose balls hit the water
What do you mean? Oh, when
when he
You sit- when you
pooped.
sit on the toilet.
Because
yeah.
he told me about it. He complained about it.
If you have to throw those things over your shoulder to take a dump, you need to see a doctor.
yeah,
That's when it's time.
That's deep.
It's time at that point. Okay. I've never really thought through testicles quite like that. But
well, look at what that email just spawned off with talk,
Yeah.
huh?
We could do a whole podcast, testicle talk.
I think we just did.
yeah.
I mean, like a side project.
Yeah, I could do at least 2 weeks of that. Solid 5 days content, an hour apiece. That's 10 hours of ball content.
You'll probably like this story. A TikTok doc has revealed that the average penis length is likely much shorter than you think. He's a plastic surgeon, and he said studies show that the average length of a man's erect penis is 5.15 inches. But the real length is probably less than that because most men with small wieners probably wouldn't consent to being involved in those studies.
Wow.
That's the other thing, too. People always get it twisted about, oh my gosh, if you watch too much porn, you think everybody walking on the planet's got just giant King Kong dick. And that's not, you think if you're not packing heat, you're probably not putting that on camera. You know, if you got a big dick and you want to,
Sure.
so you're going to probably show that off more. It's like people with abs. Not everyone with abs are going to show their abs off, but a lot of people do.
Yeah. So, got a couple other text messages that had come in here. You were talking about how your sense of smell is still all funky. Things smell weird. Virginia's coffee smelled like rotting flesh. Somebody texted and said, yeah, Jaybird, I got the same problem. It's driving me crazy, and it's to the point that I want to rip my nose off.
It's making me kind of sad. I'll tell you the one positive, it's kept some of the weight off of me.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Because Jack, with your appetite's not the same without the smell.
Well, if you can't get the pleasure of tasting, I would think the overeating would subside.
So the overeating, I would say, it helps because I still get hungry and I still have cravings and I can still smell things. I can still taste things.
But you feed the beast, and then you're just like, all right, I'm good.
It's the muting down of the colors. I had pizza last night and I ate it and it was good. But I've had this pizza before. It's missing something. Everything's missing something. Even my sodas are missing something.
That's
Damn.
tough.
I know.
We've taken the
is
flavor and added the meat.
I'm not trying to be a negative Nancy. It just sucks. I want it to come back, but I'm starting to feel like this might be how I'm going to be for the rest of my life. This is my moneymaker.
Yeah.
Well, look at the queen. She's going on 2.5 years.
I don't
No,
give a
year
shit.
and a half.
A year and a half.
I don't give a shit about my smell. It's the taste I care about.
Yeah.
Although the taste is better than the smell.
Okay. This text had said, Vicks is my best friend. The Vicks stick works great. I actually think that that's what my wife has. She has a little stick, and I thought it said Vicks on it, and she sniffs at it. It's her smell training. She's been doing that regularly since, August of the previous year when she had it, and still nothing on that. She's doing the zinc. Somebody had said if you take that, it'll make it come back. Some people had texted us and said, some people, when they finally got the vaccine, it brought back their sense of smell. So I don't know. There's still a lot of, they're coming up with more medical advancements and figuring out this pandemic, but there's still a lot of question marks out there, a lot of crazy stuff.
Yeah, I'm a texture guy, and again, there are some things that really do taste fine. It really is kind of a crapshoot. Everything is different, and it's odd because it changes. I feel like weekly. One day, a pizza will taste normal, and then a week later, it tastes bland again. It's very bizarre.
Yeah, it is. There's another text that said, COVID made me vegetarian. I can't eat any meat.
Wow.
Yeah, the coffee in this building, it smells like meat soup.
That's crazy because we have a Keurig. Like, we have a good machine here at work, and they buy, like, the good coffee. It smells fantastic. It is the opposite of shitty coffee.
Right. Crazy stuff. So, yeah, that's COVID still getting people down. And they say the Omicron variant, that thing is starting to kick around. Luckily, it's not prevalent in Florida yet, but they say if you look at other places where it's spread around, it's just a matter of time for that thing gets out there. So it seems to spread more easily.
I saw it too. Like, the Omicron is impervious to the Johnson & Johnson shot. So if you got that one shot and you thought, oh, I got my vaccine, my one shot, it's having no effect on the Omicron.
Yeah, virtually no antibody response. And so that's not going to be effective because, so far I'd seen they had that Fauci cat on there. He was spouting off about, oh, yeah, there's no need for a new vaccine or anything like that. The ones we've had are pretty good. Well, I don't know about that, not according to the story I just heard. And then the other one says that those who received the Pfizer shot, the antibody measure fell in that from 1,419 against the original coronavirus strain to just 80 against Omicron. So if you know numbers, 80 is a lot less than 1,419.
Damn right it is.
Yeah. So
I got both. When I got my booster, they gave me Moderna.
Okay.
But when I got my original 2 shots, I got Pfizer.
Aha.
And they said a lot of people are mixing now, so.
Okay. And the CDC has said that only 21% of Omicron cases were in unvaccinated people. So
people that have the vaccine are getting the Omicron.
yeah, oddly enough now, this new variant, hey, here's the fun thing. It's just mainly going after the people with the vaccine.
Damn.
Yeah, this is one of those conversations where, fuck you, Kevin, you're wrong. Thank you, Kevin, for saying this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Kevin don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Kevin literally should tell everyone to go fuck themselves.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not everybody.
Not everybody. It's just,
not the nuns and the priests, right? Yeah. Or I don't know.
Well, everybody who wants to come with the heat.
Someone's going to say, oh, Bird, you know what the priests have done? Exactly.
What?
You can't win.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's to the point that the more I read and have read about this thing during the pandemic, the more confused I become. It seems like the people who are like, oh, I know everything about this thing, those are the people who've read the least. That's just my own experience. They've got very strong opinions with very little knowledge.
Yeah, I honestly, I don't even talk about it with people. If they want to, I'm like, no, because I don't know where you're coming at me from. You're either going to yell at me for not getting the vaccine or for getting the vaccine. I can't tell which way you're fucking coming. Leave me alone. Let's talk about cookies.
Yeah, it's too bad because it should be something we should discuss because I want to hear other people's experiences with it because I'm still trying to figure it out. I've, got the vaccine, but would I get the booster shots? I don't know. Not what I just read. But who knows? Let me see some other emails that we got here.
Hear that? Kevin getting emails.
You hear this? Delete.
That's good.
They don't give a shit. Doug had said, yeah, I heard you guys talking about how there's a lot of bits you guys just can't do anymore. It reminded me of an old TV show called Candid Camera. In this show, hosted by a guy named Alan Funt, they would hide a camera and have somebody come up to a random person on the street and they'd say like, hey, why didn't you call? And go on like they had a date or something. They had other things. Reminded me of what might be your all-time thing, delivering the jar of cockroaches. And at a point, Funt would jump out and say, smile, you're on Candid Camera. And imagine what would happen today if one of the big networks tried something like that.
Lawsuit.
It's a different world. People are just so timid. We had even had where just Denny's and Suits were out there just singing the Christmas song, Fa La 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 Challenge. And even that, you're like, okay, people get really nervous if people ask weird stuff.
It was bizarre and weird to do even before COVID, just because of lawsuits and stuff like that. But now because of COVID, doing anything with people you don't know, people are squirrely out there right now.
Yeah,
they're just They are.
Yeah, they are. So yeah, it's a different age. You're best if you're gonna mess with somebody Keep it in house. Don't do that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go mess with some unsuspecting person I don't know.
If they did that candid camera today, they would stage it.
Yeah,
and it would look really hokey. Kind of like how they America's Got Talent, how they edit that show so tight, and someone will be on stage and then it'll be a quick edit to a woman in the crowd laughing, and it's overly produced. That's what it's like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's the way it is today.
That's how they would do it. Do you remember another infomercial they would always run? It was kind of like a candid camera thing, but they were selling the video. It was a video of pranks, and it was this guy, I believe from another country, and he had a mustache, and it was in a different language, but they would always sell this practical joke, but the guy didn't speak English, and it was always on late at night, always trying to sell it to people.
Really?
I knew I should have told that story.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It was a thing back. Yeah, just abort the conversation, Bird.
Oh.
I'm drinking some Screwball. I can't. Never mind.
You can't. You have to go pick up somebody from a doctor's office.
Pretty annoying.
Well, you're just all over the place over there.
I'm sorry.
Let me have a drink. Oh, I can't have a drink. I got a question here from Jacqueline. She said, has anybody seen that really obscure Publix commercial with the little girl and the snowman neighbor? Like, WTF is that all about? I just don't get the meaning. Can somebody explain it? I see it all the time on YouTube ads. It is really weird. Thanks.
Yes.
Merry Christmas, damn it.
It's fucking weird.
I haven't seen it.
I see it all the time, and me and Danny go, what the shit is this? It's pretty creepy looking.
What is it?
It's exactly what they said. Some snowman, and it looks kind of evil looking.
Okay.
And it's a quick commercial, and then you go, what the fuck was that? It's one of those kind of WTFs.
Yeah, I think anymore there are some people, and it's an interesting marketing strategy, because the ones that are just warm and fuzzy and nice, it's just background noise and something you don't pay much attention to. But if you do something that's like, wait, what? Then it grabs your attention. Now, it could be where somebody's like, okay, I saw it, I paid attention, and I didn't like it, and I'm going to shop at your place less. But you could argue, say, well, then why just put commercials on if they don't do anything to grab any kind of attention?
Well, you're doing commercials because you want people to go to buy your product and you want brand recognition.
Yeah.
And if they can't figure out what the shit's going on.
And that's the interesting rub about marketing is, sometimes people do stuff that gets attention that could be questionably favorable or not. And then that's where you got to sort it out. So I think the question is, one, did it get attention? Yes. Two, did it do a good job of selling our product? And I don't know, that could be a person to person.
It's supposed to be like a warm fuzzy, though, right? If it's a kid and a snowman and a neighbor. Like, remember they did all of those Pilgrim salt and pepper shaker commercials?
Yeah.
And it was around Thanksgiving. It was
Yeah.
so sweet. And it made you go, oh, yeah.
It's a trap.
Together for the Thanksgiving.
Beth said this commercial is cute. She said, I think it's a fake snowman and the old man is sad about his daughter being gone.
Yeah, it's the snowman looks like a murderer, and then the old man's sad that his daughter's gone. Yeah, it's real cute.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't seen it yet, so I can't comment, but I'll try to keep an eye out for it.
I'm sure you can Google it.
You can't. Just put a horrifying snowman, sad man.
If people are already fighting about it and like, what the hell does this mean? Somebody's posted it.
Yeah, well, maybe it's doing the job Publix wants. It's just weird enough. People are like, what? Sarah said, Jaybird, you would like Only Murders in the Building. I'm a true crime freak, and I thought it was really well done. It's funny, twisty, and cute, but pretty damn good. 100% on Rotten Tomatoes, 94% audience score. Only annoying aspect for me is Selena Gomez's vocal fry.
Okay.
Okay, so there you go. Some good stuff with that.
The Sex and the City, I almost had to shut it off because Charlotte's character was so annoying in the first oh my god, or the second episode. She kept crying and crying. They overdid it. I really almost go, I gotta fucking turn this off.
That's what my girlfriend told me. She's like, it was so super depressing. I turned it off and it ruined my mood and ruined my whole rest of my day.
They made Charlotte. They made her very kind of, in my opinion, a little unlikable.
Huh.
Yeah.
Not hearing a lot of good things about this.
No.
New reboot of this.
Especially not in this room.
And I love Sex and the City. I was so excited about it.
Yeah, there was so much hype that was around it. I mean, how did they crap the bed so much on this?
I don't know if they crap the bed because, again, I don't think I'm the demo, first of all.
Well, my girlfriend is definitely the demo.
I just think that
And she's not feeling it.
No.
it comes off to me, it was very depressing, the first 2 episodes, and I also kind of thought it was very forced.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, I'm not hearing a lot of positives with it.
Angie from Hollywood says Charlotte has always been annoying. No, I agree, but they made her unbearably annoying. And she has always been kind of the more of the, but it was, oh my gosh, it was over the top, Virginia.
Okay. Now you know.
But what do I know? I'm just a man.
You don't get to comment, you and your penis and long balls.
You're
Get the
right.
fuck out of
Me
here.
and my long balls. How dare thee?
It's not for you.
It's not for me. It's not my series, Kevin.
What do you think? What shows have they rebooted that didn't work? Because the Will and Grace, they rebooted that. That didn't work. The Murphy Brown, they rebooted that. That didn't work.
Murphy Brown was next level shit.
It just was boring. There was like nothing there. It was like air.
It was rough.
Yeah, and I will tell you on the flip side of that, the rebooted Dexter, New Blood, I think it's very good. Reminds me very much about the first season that I was like, this is a great season. I think this is good as well.
Okay.
It's great TV. So that was a reboot that actually did work, at least for me. And so far what I've heard is all pretty good.
There was Saved by the Bell reboot, although the original's shitty. They can only go up. Has anyone seen that? I keep seeing promos for that.
I think they're going to redo a second season of it, so it must have done well enough that they would do it, but I've not heard anybody talk about it, and I haven't seen it.
Mags and all of her friends watched Fuller House.
Yeah, you're right. That did come back
It
pretty
came
strong.
back with the younger kids.
You
Yeah.
know what? Cheese will always win. It may not be everyone's cup of soda, but for a lot of people, they like cheese weenie content. And Fuller House is cheese weenie, and it's always going to win for a certain kind of demographic.
It did good.
Yeah, they know what they're doing.
Mm-hmm. Alex sent an email, and she said, in the spirit of giving back and helping our community, I want to get your thoughts on how you go about finding a good charity. You always hear the horror stories of donations being misused. Is that even common? I believe there's a website, right, Virginia? You can go and see what the accreditation rating of a charity is.
Yes.
And they'll break it down for how much they actually give to the cause itself, what they pay, and salaries and things like that.
Yeah, so it's like a charity watchdog group. The only thing about it is they only rate charities that make over $1 million a year. So, like Little Smiles, it's called Charity Navigator, and charities like Little Smiles, I mean, we just barely cracked 1 million, so I don't think Little Smiles is even on it. But if you go to charitynavigator.org, it'll tell you who gives what back to the actual cause. And then you can also search and see just how much these presidents and CEOs of these charities make in salary. You know, some of these pay their presidents and CEOs like $600,000 a year to run the charity. And to me, that's just not a charity. That's a business, and you should call it what it is.
Right.
And I know people don't like that statement, especially if you work for a big charity, but sorry, that's how I feel. This is an opinion-based show, motherfucker.
Okay.
Yes, this is not the news.
This is not the news.
Yeah.
So, yeah, do your research and look into these charities. CharityNavigator.org is a perfect place to start. But everybody who gets a 501c3 designation from our federal government must file paperwork every single year. They have to show what they brought in. They have to show, you know, where their charity sits financially, and you're able to look at all of that. That's all public information.
Okay. All right. Well, there you go.
to go back to that Sex in the City real quick,
Yeah.
Tiffany G from her YouTube, she goes, Bird, I cried sobbing for 2+ hours straight after those episodes, and I don't know how they can make me feel better on the next episodes. That's what my fiance came home to.
Damn.
Her crying
She
after.
was sobbing.
Because it was so bad?
I mean, if you
No,
already
it was heavy. It was heavy. It was heavy.
I got you.
I
Okay.
wouldn't say that it wasn't bad. It was not good.
But if you already deal with depression and you're trying to fight the funk this holiday, maybe don't watch Sex in the City.
Well, if you have a tough time with death and it just happened recently, I can see it, because that's what happened when I watched the 6 Feet Under. Right after my mom died, I ended up getting into that, and the whole story is about the father dying right in the beginning of the episode, and it was heavy, and it was so good, but too much at the time.
That show was good,
It's a
but
very
not
good
when you're
show.
dealing with the death of a parent.
Well, I would say it's just be careful what you're putting in your brain if you're going through something like that.
Amen.
For some people, though, it's therapeutic for them.
Okay. Got an email here from one of our golden ticket winners for the Gaylord Palms. They won the 2-night trip there.
Nice.
They're going to be going this weekend. They're
Me
checking in
too.
on Sunday. Yeah, they want to know when you were checking in, Virginia.
I'm checking in on Friday.
Okay.
And then we're going to be at the actual elf thing on Sunday.
Okay.
We reserved our spots to go do like the sledding and all that fun stuff and help Buddy the elf save Christmas. Mm-hmm. It's going to be so cute. I'm going to do that on Sunday.
Okay, well, they'll be checking in on Sunday, and they said it's our first time to Gaylord, wondering if Virginia thinks that the water park is worth a half-day visit that is free with the stay.
You know what? I have never experienced the Gaylord Palms water park. Have you?
No, but I have experienced the Gaylord Parm, and it's delicious. And you know I'm not lying.
He did. At the Italian buffet, they had the parm, and he was all over it.
If it's the Gaylord Palm, I'm assuming whatever they're doing, including water park, it's not going to suck.
Okay.
I'd imagine,
Yeah.
right?
Just, I mean, watch the weather. I don't know if it's going to be, is it inside or outside?
And look it up. I'm going to type it up. Gaylord Water Park.
Yeah, and she was also wanting to know, too, about that brunch because she works at the Breakers, and she said, how does it rate against our famous Circle brunch?
I mean, it's not going to come close.
I disagree.
The Circle dining room brunch is just next level.
It's called the Gaylord Palms Resort, correct?
Yes.
Is that it's in Cypress Springs?
No, I don't think so. It's in
It's
Kissimmee,
in-
right?
Yeah.
Winter Park, right? No? All right.
Winter Park?
Cypress Springs. Stop helping, Bird. There's a ton of shit that says Cypress Springs at Gaylord Palms in Orlando. I'm assuming that's it. Kiss my fucking ass.
Take it out. I'll kiss it.
I don't know. Let's do that. I think it's good content.
I don't know. I mean, is the water park...
I'm looking at the water park. It looks really good.
I'm looking at it too.
it
Here
looks
it
very
is.
good.
It looks awesome. I mean,
Yeah.
if the weather is good, it's outside.
Okay.
So if the weather is good,
Yeah, I crushed my search.
maybe that's why they give it to you for free in the winter, because they know it's a little bit too cold.
I had the right search.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay. Good for you.
Well, the fucking witch.
Congratulations, you know how to Google.
No. It's drunk ass over here calling me out.
Fuck
Yeah,
you.
fuck this.
Captain Kahlua over here.
Yeah, Captain Kahlua.
I drink because of you.
Oh, work on another shitty dirt story.
I'm trapped, just like Ben Affleck with Jennifer Garner. You've trapped
why you
me,
drink, yeah.
and that's why I drink.
You're like Ben Affleck.
I'm Ben.
Yeah,
You're Jen.
You are the
I'm
asshole.
trapped. That's why I'm drunk.
Ben really came off like an asshole, didn't he? He had to go on a
He
talk
did.
show the next day. Go, guys, I swear, I love my kids.
I love my kids. I didn't mean to diss them, which I actually did with my words.
Here's the photo of her family. It is Kristen, Scott, and their 3.5-year-old Braden there. They're from Stewart, so.
Oh, it's awesome.
That's
Keep an eye out
adorable.
for them on Sunday, Virginia. They'll
I
be
will.
there with you.
Come look for me.
Don't freak out any more listeners either.
I'll be sober on Sunday.
Don't freak out our listeners again.
Again, right? All right, that's going to do it for us. We got one more fun party day left tomorrow, getting through to the holidays.
Yes.
Yeah, baby. You're tearing it up.
We want to thank our friends at Atoll Vodka, who are the official sponsors of bringing professional boxing to the Delray Beach Tennis Center coming up January 8th. Go to DelrayFightNight.com to get tickets. Promo code ATOLL gets you a 10% discount.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.